but this for y'all.
Head forward, 6'11", number 34, the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
Here are the starters for Utah. We've got Jackson. He's out there with Lauri Markkanen, and it's Anderson in at the center position. And for Milwaukee, Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Then there's Prince, then there's Jaden Ivey, and it's Rollins in at the shooting guard position. Here's the bulldozer. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Offensive rebound. Anderson gets the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
They grab their own miss. Ivey outside. From deep, Utah grabs the miss. And Jaden Ivey, we've seen him come a long way as a player, Coach.
Yeah, it took some time, BA, but we're now seeing the full range of his talent. He can be a force on offense and an absolute pest on D.
And here's Milwaukee now, following the bucket by Utah. Antetokounmpo outside to the middle. And Ivey gets it to go on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
Well, you like to see Ivey capitalize on the interior.
And there's the lob. Jackson outside. Utah moving the ball around. Anderson for 3. Drains the triple. Anderson's got 7 points in the game.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Here's Ivey. 6 to shoot. Rollins passes to Portis. And the three-pointer goes. Portis has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Well, listen, Portis certainly doesn't lack confidence off the catch. He feels like he can score anytime down the floor. Well, he's got the hot hand, and he's scoring with confidence right now.
Here's Rollins. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Anderson on the take.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Ivey outside. Snatched away. 1:56 left now in the first quarter. Count it. The Bulldozers got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Well, Coach, there's no better feeling than getting a new season underway.
That's so true. We've been waiting for a while, haven't we, BA? There's a lot of excitement surrounding this season. Glad it's finally here, and I'm glad we get to be on the call.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Guys, back to you.
It sure does. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Antetokounmpo for 3. Jazz leading by 6. Inside. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. The Jazz second.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Rollins. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice D from Anderson. Utah's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. The Bulldozer gets the bucket. The Bulldozers got 11.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Portis with a screen on Anderson. Now Antetokounmpo. Still without a bucket. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, he's one of the most unguardable players in the league. Antetokounmpo's length and speed is simply otherworldly.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Bucks. Flowers comes in for Ivy. That one misses. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Anderson for 3. Ups in the 3. He's got 12.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Pass to Flowers. On the wing, Green. 3-pointer. Knocks down the triple.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And so it's the Utah Jazz. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And take a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
So the Jazz 5 right now. They've got Collier, Lauri Markkanen out there with Jackson, and it's the Bulldozer in at the 2. And the Jazz haven't been past the second round since 2007. Now trying to build a contender.
Well, BA, they know in the West that's a tall order. They got to be patient and build this thing from the ground up.
Harris is checked in for the Bucks. Outside, Green. Pass to Turner. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Now here's Kuzma. Just 5 on the clock. Over Markkanen. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
Yeah, Kuzma does have this flexibility in his shooting.
Anderson inside. Turner covers.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Jang. Prince comes in for Harris. And it's Rollins in for Green. Here's Rollins. He's got 5. Prince, the pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
I love the attack mindset there from Turner. Playing with energy.
And finished off by Anderson.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? The Bucks trail by 6. Pass to Kuzma. Over Markkanen. It's Kuzma with the miss.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Bucks have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's Prince. Shot blocked. Ooh, ripped away. And here they come. Kuzma with the ball. Picked up by Markkanen.
Ooh, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's the bulldozer. Nails it from beyond the arc. The Bulldozers got 18.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Rollins passes to Turner. Kuzma outside. Pass to Prince. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's the bulldozer. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. The rebound by Turner.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Throughout his career, Taurean Prince has continued to prove himself as a reliable 3-and-D wing.
Well, he's an athletic, strong, and confident swingman. And BA, as long as he continues shooting it well from deep and locking guys up, he's going to have a spot in this league.
Got a hand on it. Turner against Jackson. Another 3 for Utah. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis comes in for Turner, and Ivy subbed in for Kuzma. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Kumpo outside. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's the bulldozer, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. The Bucks trail by 14. Here's Rollins. It's deflected. To the inside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
The Bucks have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter to stop the run. And it's good on the lay-in.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Here's the bulldozer. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Portis with the steal. Now Milwaukee moving it up. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Prince. Prince has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Anderson. Shoots over Portis. Anderson gets the bucket. Anderson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thanks,
Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Hey folks, happy. Sometimes you try on defense and still get scored on. And that's what's happening right now. They're struggling to find the answers, Shaq.
Got to tighten up, that's all I'll say.
All right, fellas, thanks for tuning in.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Then there's Jaden Ivey. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Rollins in a shooting guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And Giannis with the dunk.
Exploding to the cup. That's the bursting power of Giannis.
Takes it inside. And that one good. The Bulldozers got 22 points. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards. These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Ivy outside. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Nice slam. You can expect this to happen when you allow Portis to get strong positioning inside.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Ivy outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. 14 feet away, and there's the rejection. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. In the 3rd spot, Utah.
Now, we all know they didn't allow any easy buckets last season. I mean, their defense was tremendous, and the rim protection was just outstanding.
Clock at 6. Here's Ivy, and Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Out to the right wing. Here's the Bulldozer. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. Utah shooting their first foul shot of the night.
At the line for the Jazz, number 11.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And so it's Portis who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. 17-point game. Ivy, left side. Antetokounmpo for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Anderson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the 3-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, BA. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
And here's Ivy from the arc. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the 3rd quarter.
Bucks trail by 21. Pass to Prince. Here's Rollins. Floats one up. Blocked! Anderson against Ivy. Anderson drives. And finished off by Anderson.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Out to the right wing. Here's the Bulldozer. Knocks it down from distance. The Bulldozers got 33 points.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Drives to the hoop. Bulldozer. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, it's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
Out left to the wing. And the ball out of play. The Jazz will have it. Milwaukee making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in.
Number 18, Kyle.
Utah has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Anderson for 3. Drills it from deep. Anderson's got 10 points in just the second half.
Dare I say he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
2 points. That one goes. The Bulldozers got 37.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Pass to Prince. Ivy outside. Can they get it? And he gets the jumper to drop. Ivy's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Jackson with it for 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Utah in total control. Up. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th. Jaren Jackson out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Collier, and it's Anderson in at the center, filling out the middle.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Pass to the Bulldozer. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. The Bulldozers got 40 points.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Back to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jumps up and finished off by Anderson.
Scoring this much while shooting this well. Insane.
A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Pass to Johnson. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Graham.
Yes, indeed, BA. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Stolen by Anderson. And they're pushing it up. And he's going for the lob. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Anderson against Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. It's Kuzma with the miss. For Utah, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Soft touch off the glass. Johnson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Great time right there by Kuzma. An impressive distributor at his position.
Down low. The bulldozer gets the bucket.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Anderson with it. Green picks him up. Puts up a deep 3. And Anderson gets the 3. Anderson's got 42 in the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Jazz.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And what a huge performance it was for the Monster.
Yeah, we witnessed a special performance tonight. It's not just the triple-double, it's the example he set out there. Outstanding leadership.
Kuzma down low. Markkanen's there. It's Kuzma with the miss. Over to the wing. Here's the bulldozer, and again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Kuzma outside. 32 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Antetokounmpo. No luck on that one. Nice D from Anderson. On offense, here's Utah. Takes the 3. Another one goes. Incredible.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Outside, Green.
Utah foul. Third personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court. Utah foul. Anderson. Fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops the first.
And the line for the Bucks. Ivy.
Both good from the line that time. And the Jazz call time here. They're leading by 46. All right, guys, what do you think?
Interesting timeout with this game mostly in the bag.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
A chance to check out our player of the game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. And he lobs it up top. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And time